Hi, everybody. I'm Nicole from Baby to Sleep, and today I'm joined by the absolutely lovely Emily from International Elf Service, and she's going to talk to you today about the absolutely amazing magical adventure she's going to be able to help you take your children on over Christmas. It's a journey that I took Sophia and Alicia on last year, and it's one that I will be following through again with this year. Hi, Emily. How are you?
Hello, thank you so much. It's really nice to talk to you.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you.
Oh,
Could you just tell everybody what it is that you do and why you do it?
well, I founded International Elf Service, and what we do is we take children on magical literary journeys through personalised, handcrafted and eco-friendly letters from magical places. So my first love, I have to say, is Christmas. When I was a child, Christmas time, I was so excited. All I could think about was what's going on in the North Pole as the elves get ready for the big delivery on Christmas Eve. And for me, it wasn't really about the presents, it was about the magic of it all. And just, that Christmas spirit where everyone seems in a good mood, and it's just really sort of community-based and exciting. And if it snowed, that made it even more perfect, So with my head in the clouds, I completely drove my family mad, and I thought I could not love Christmas anymore. And then I became a mum, and that was it for me. It's just like, for anyone that has children over Christmas time, it is the absolute ultimate, just to see that sparkle in their eyes and the magic that you had when you were a child. And I just wanted to just make it as magical as possible. So that's why I started.
Start then? Where did it come from? Where was the inspiration?
Well, we had a little wooden advent house calendar with little drawers in, and my little girl was about 3.5 and my middle son now was about 1, and I was thinking, what could I put in these drawers that's just a bit more exciting than chocolate and candies? I absolutely love chocolate and candies. I have the sweetest tooth of anyone, so absolutely no problem with there being chocolate candies in there as well. But what I did was I wrote a little note from the North Pole, because I just wanted to see their eyes pop with excitement and wonder. And I wrote a little note, and it was from an elf explaining that Father Christmas had lost one of the buttons off his jacket because he'd eaten too much gingerbread or cherry pie or something, and that they couldn't find it anywhere. Then the next day there would be another mini installment, but then suddenly the letters, or the notes, turned into letters. They got bigger, and then suddenly I was writing this sort of chapter book, if you like, where it's one letter a day through December, through Advent, with the next installment of what's been happening. So as long as mentions of gingerbread and cherry pie, it turned into mysteries and pranks and adventures and crises that, can Christmas happen? Is Christmas going to be cancelled? But of course, you cannot keep children on the edge of a disaster for very long. So it has to resolve very, very quickly. Otherwise, it's just horrible, isn't it? So yeah, that's how it started. And then some local mums at the local school, my husband said, "Are you dropping off drugs? What are you doing?" Because I'd got these bags with letters in that I was sort of hiding behind my back and passing over when no one was looking. So the feedback from that was really positive, and then I just decided to sort of go online with it, really. But I just love it, and I'm so lucky to work with a phenomenally talented team. There's Marie, who does all of our illustrations, all sort of by hand, and they're sort of handcrafted and produced that way. And Saran, who's my editor, and she also does some of the writing as well. We work together so well, and it's just, we love it.
Honestly, your stories are absolutely incredible. I mean, they're different every year as well. Your imagination is absolutely out of this world, and the adventures that you can take your children on. Can I read one of the letters that you do?
You can. Which one do you have?
I'll let you find out. I'll show you in a second. See if you can tell from the pictures. So this is the envelope we have. This is to Sophia and Alicia. This is last year's to the Dancing Princess's bedroom in Manchester. And we had Elfie bring it along. He's not actually called Elfie. She called him Charlie, but I think that was just because her newest cousin was called Charlie. Elf only joined us last year. And we had Charlie, our elf, bring these letters from the North Pole every single day, and it was utterly amazing. So can you tell from the picture which one?
Oh yes. Yes, that one, that's a bursting out of the chimney one.
It is. So, I love this. This is the 23rd of December, so we're really close to Christmas, and it starts off with picking cake mix off my hat. So this is to dear Sophia and Alicia. So they're all personalised, which is beautiful, on gorgeous paper as well. So it says, our baking competition was epic. We all squished into Christmas cabin wearing our new aprons with gingerbread man design. Then, as soon as Mother Christmas shouted, go, we had 8.6 seconds to grab our ingredients and start baking. My triple bubblegum rainbow cake looked so delicious as it rose in the oven. But soon it burst right out of the oven door and kept rising. It got so huge, it started heading for the roof. We had to call in the engineering department to build an emergency chimney so it could carry on up without causing any damage. And then, when Father Christmas arrived to judge the competition, he decided to climb down the emergency chimney, squashing my cake completely. I was a bit upset at first until he said it was one of his most delicious experiences ever. Marty made some park whistling buns, but he didn't cook them for long enough on purpose, so he could spend the whole time shouting, "Look at my soggy bottom," while making rude noises and giggling. And when Jenny wasn't looking, he swapped the sugar with the salt. She was just about to sprinkle it all over her strawberry sparkle pies when Lily shouted, "Stop!" just in time. Father Christmas was so impressed with Brian's new custard trifle, he gave him the prize for trying the hardest. Newsflash, the Runaways glow-o-meter says nearly ready. Lots of love, Elfie. And it's just amazing because the Runaway glow-o-meter in the beginning, we're just not sure if it's going to actually happen or not. Is the runway going to be ready? It's the journey you take everybody on this magical adventure is incredible, and I am so looking forward to what this year's adventure is going to be.
I'm afraid there may be another teeny tiny glitch this year as well. Marty's inventions never quite worked to plan, but I think he may have topped it this year.
Oh,
I know.
Very interesting. Looking forward to that. Really looking forward to that. So it's not just about Christmas. You don't just, so actually, do you know what? Before I mention the other things, just quickly, where can people buy this magical adventure?
We have a website called internationalelfservice.com, and you can pop onto there and you can look for Christmas letters, birthday letters, fairy, tooth fairy, and also Roots of Fantastical Matters. And you can have a good old browse and hunt around. Actually, we have a parents hub with some free downloadable printable letters and some also fantastic resources for Christmas activities you can do with your children. And if you sign up to the mailing list on there, you can, we will send you 2 free guides. One is 26 ways to make Christmas Eve more magical, and the other one is how to make Christmas Day more magical. And they're just bursting with Christmas loveliness for you and your family.
Something you have forgotten that we got last year was our daily reminders.
Oh, yes. For those of you that have an elf, not everybody has an elf, but for those of you that have an elf or would like a reminder for your letters, we have the Elfie's Elf Alarm. So you can sign up for that. Actually, you've reminded me, I need to remind people to sign up for it if they would like it. And then at 9 o'clock every evening, you'll receive an email reminder that says, don't forget your elf or your elf letters, because the number of people that climb into bed and think, I've forgotten to do the elf, and then have to climb out again. So it's all, we're trying to minimize stress and maximize the magic. And then you can just have a good old browse. The fairy and tooth fairy letters are designed to help support children's emotional health and development. So they cover things like worries, bad dreams, being kind to each other, why making mistakes is actually a good thing, all sorts of topics. So it doesn't matter if they're not particularly relevant to your child. Don't panic, they're all absolutely full of things like secret underground passageways, mystery gardens, jetpacks and pet dragons and woodland picnics and all of that as well. It's all about stories and getting your children's imagination going, and also to encourage the one-to-one and the conversation between you and them, really, because when they're younger, they talk about, it's big stuff to them, but if they can talk about what we would class as the smaller stuff, then the big stuff will follow. So as they get older and things get a bit more, what should we say, grown up, then hopefully the relationship between, they're used to talking to you and sharing these times with you, and hopefully that will just continue on until they're 99 or you're 99.
All about building bonds, isn't it? Creating magic,
Absolutely.
creating bonds, and making sure actually everybody's still communicating and happy with each other as well.
Yeah, and having those really lovely memories to look back on, that hopefully when they have children, if they have children, they'll want to do some of the traditions that you've really enjoyed together as a family, and they'll do those going forward as well.
It's amazing. So when do people need to get their orders in for their 1st of December letters?
Well, Elfie's Christmas Advent Calendar letters is the ultimate main Christmas letter bundle. We do other smaller letter bundles which aren't so time sensitive, and they can be purchased throughout December. The Advent Calendar letter bundle comes with a certificate that tells your children that they've been selected to receive these letters, which is not related to whether they're good or bad. Christmas magic is for everybody. It's just a random selection and a map. Yes,
remember the map.
So you can
brilliant to relate back to as well for where they're actually in the Christmas.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I might have one just to hand that children can
amazing.
Children love a map. Yes. So we've got a few extra things on our map this year, if you're familiar with our map. If no, I'm not going to tell you what's on it. You can have a look, see if you can find it. So yes, you need to deliver those before the 1st of December, ideally. It could be any time, it could be today, or it could be the 30th of November. And then the letters start arriving mysteriously around your home, whether you can leave a clue to find the letter, or it can be somewhere where they'll stumble upon it, like in their toothbrush, next to their toothbrush, or in a shoe, by their school bag, wherever it is. You decide. Cereal box is a good one, or on top of a yogurt in the fridge. And some people discover this late, and we say don't panic, because you can still do what we call a Harry Potter drop, where all the missed letters are delivered at once in a great big sort of flurry and a pile on the doormat or in the chimney, or they can just appear. And it seems to work really, really well. And children that do this, they kind of go, oh my word, oh my goodness, what, have you seen this? Look at that. And then they spend ages sorting the letters out into order and reading it all. It's really lovely. So it's however you want to do it, but please choose the delivery service that suits you best. So if you do want an absolute guaranteed delivery, choose next day delivery. Don't go for the free option, which is second class mail. Just make a sensible decision depending on what date it is.
Yes. You also do ones for people that have, but parents might be split amongst, 2 homes as well.
Yes. So families come in all different shapes and sizes, and they're all absolutely lovely, and there's no right way to do anything. But if having a letter a day is not going to be right for your family and too complicated to organise, we also do a mini 7-letter bundle, which we've just pulled out 7 different letters from the Advent calendar. So they're not a story, they're like newsy snapshots. That's really lovely bundle. And then for the 3 to 5-year-olds, we have an activity letter bundle, which is full of Christmassy things to do. And they make really good rainy day activities. But those are definitely for the younger ones.
I'll be needing that probably as well then. That's absolutely fantastic. So they can find you at, what's your website again?
internationalelfservice.com.
Brilliant. And they can find you on Facebook
and Instagram at International Elf Service. Please come and talk to us. We love to meet everybody, and it's really, really, really important to us that you get the right letter or letters for your family. So not all products are going to fit your situation necessarily. So if you have any queries or any questions at all, just ask us. We'll love to help you, and we want to get you the right product for you.
It's amazing, and I'm really looking forward to it this year. So thank you so much for coming and talking to me, Emily.
Oh, well, thank you for having me. It's been really lovely to talk to you.
And I look forward to our letters this year. And if anybody wants to join in the adventure of magic with International Elf Service, hop on the train now. Right, I'll see you all soon. See you later. Bye.